How long should you wait between sets? This topic doesn't get talked about much, but deserves to be discussed. If you're trying to get bigger or you're trying to get stronger, using the appropriate amount of rest time will help you optimize your workouts. And there is a correct amount of time depending on what your goal is. We're gonna discuss that today, and stay tuned all the way to the end because I'm gonna give you a little workaround that's gonna help you increase the number of sets that you're able to do in the amount of time. So let's get right into this. Okay, so let's address why rest time is important to understand. Let's say I do an exercise to complete failure and I get about 10 reps and I give it 30 seconds of rest and then go right back to that same exercise. Now, I might only get 3 or 4 reps. Now, this is why understanding this rest time is impactful on your workouts. Now, first off, when we lift weights, our body utilizes energy in the form of ATP. Before our muscles can contract again, we need to establish more ATP in those muscles. When it comes to endurance training, this isn't as important understanding rest time. But when doing weight training, we rely on what's called our ATP phosphocreatine energy system. Now, this can get overly complicated, and I won't try to do that to you guys. Just know that short bursts of quick energy rely on this ATP phosphocreatine system. And it may take 2 minutes or maybe even longer for the muscles to be ready to go as hard as they did on that first set. So when it comes to rest time, it'll be specific for each person's goal. We have 3 categories here. The first is strength, the second is hypertrophy, also known as muscle growth, and finally, we have weight loss. Let's first take a look at strength training, and it should take a minimum of 3 minutes between sets, ideally in that range of 3 to 5 minutes. This isn't just my opinion either. 2006 study evaluating rest times on the bench press stated, when the training goal is maximum strength development, 3 minutes of rest should be taken between sets to avoid significant decrease in repetitions. And according to NASM, the National Academy of Sports Medicine, they recommend that 3 to 5 minute rest time for optimizing strength gains. Now, since we're already here, you should be using a rep range that is between 1 and 6 reps, in a recommended load between 85 and 100% of your 1 rep max. Now, the downside to this is that there's a lot of sitting around between sets. This is why I do like to mix in some form of supersetting, cutting your gym time down. Now let's move over to hypertrophy. Now, when it comes to wanting to get bigger, rest times will change from strength. Hypertrophy training tends to lean into adding metabolic stress, and you'll be looking at a rest time between roughly 30 to 60 seconds. Now, these type of workouts will be fast-paced, and you'll be hitting higher rep ranges, anywhere between 6 to 12 reps, and a load around 75 to 85% of your 1 rep max. Hope that's helpful, but let's take a look at weight loss. Now, when it comes to weight loss, there's really no one singular way to achieve weight loss. A lot of clients that I train enjoy doing high intensity interval training because it gets the heart rate up, burns more calories during the workout, and is a very engaging style of training that people seem to enjoy. The rest time window for this type of training seems to be a lot shorter. In a lot of cases with clients, I'll have them superset 2 or 3 exercises together or do a small circuit before giving them about a minute of rest. But what if someone's older or overweight or just simply out of shape from a conditioning standpoint? This type of training can be hard. Standard resistance training can be effective, or basic cardio can also be just as effective. As long as said individual is operating in a calorie deficit, they will lose weight and see success. For weight loss, I always recommend clients sticking to whatever they enjoy the most and can stay consistent with. Now, in the beginning, I said I had a workaround for increasing the amount of volume in your workouts. Sometimes just getting your workout done in a timely manner is the most important thing for you that day. So enter drop sets. So here's an example of a drop set, and you can mix this in for almost any muscle group. Here is me repping out 35 pounds in a hammer curl. I get close to failure and then set the weights down. It takes me maybe 3 to 5 seconds to begin my next set with 30-pound weights. I rep that out till I'm close to failure, set it down, move on to 25s with almost no rest time. Set those down and then move on to the 20s with little to no rest time as well. This is a great way to burn out a muscle group and add excess volume. I've done a full video on drop sets if you want more information. I definitely recommend doing them at the end of your workout because it takes a good amount of time to recover from. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you found value, hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. And YouTube thinks that this video right here is the best for you. So click that and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.